Have you been dreaming about, thinking about, talking about writing a book, but not writing a book? It's time to end that frustration, overwhelm, confusion, and procrastination, even fear, if that's a problem. I'm America's book coach, and I'm here to help you write a book in 6 months. My name is Elizabeth Ann Atkins, and I'm CEO of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing. We've written and published dozens of books. I've been published by big publishers as well as I've self published, and our company is a hybrid. So I know multiple aspects of publishing, and I love writing. I love guiding you to overcome whatever's blocking you from writing that book to making it happen. I want to tell you right now 4 reasons you should write your book starting today with my help. So, first, the number one reason you should write your book right now is look at the word authority. The word authority has author in it. When you write a book, it's a game changer. You get an instant boost in your credibility, your authority as an expert in your field. It boosts your business if you own a business. It spikes your speaking fees and can garner more speaking engagements for you as an author because you are an authority on your topic. And as an authority on your topic, you can attract media interviews and you could even become the established go to expert on a particular topic if that's what your book is about. The list is pretty much endless of how being an authority in your field can amplify your presence in whatever it is that you're doing and trying to achieve. So, number one, writing a book right now will boost your authority in your field because as a published author, you will gain newfound respect. You will be invited places that you weren't invited before, and you will attract new attention that again allow you to showcase your authority on an even grander stage. And that means helping people and allowing you to execute your divine mission in life so that you can achieve what you're supposed to do on planet Earth right now. So, number one reason to write a book right now is your authority. The second reason you need to write your book is money. If you're a business owner, a coach, a speaker, an expert in your field, you are leaving money on the table and losing the opportunity to help people everywhere if you don't have a book yet. It's never been easier to publish a book, and the time is now to make it happen. As an expert, coach, speaker, business owner, you should have a book to boost your presence in the world, amplify your influence for people everywhere that you couldn't reach just by person to person outreach or even on your social media platforms. It's very important that you have a book that can go all around the world, be read by people even in different languages, and allow them to take your expertise to improve their lives. That's the reason you do it, right? And if you're a speaker, imagine not only speaking on the stage, but also allowing every person in the room, hundreds, thousands of people, to walk away with that book that contains your authority on your topic so that they can continually reference it. Yes, they'll remember your speech. Maybe they took notes. Maybe there's a recording or not. But if they have your book, they can constantly reference the blueprint for success that you're sharing on that particular topic. Now, the same goes for if you want to write a memoir or a novel. First, with a memoir, I've written many of them, including this for the first Black president of the American Red Cross, Steve Bullock. He was born a sharecropper's son in the South during segregation. He rose to become a global humanitarian. So his against the odds success story, as provided here with his tips on leadership, serve as a blueprint for success for others, especially those facing impossible odds to succeed at their goals, to be a positive, powerful contribution to the world. So if that describes you, your book can help you achieve it. But when you write a memoir, because this tells his story as well, you are sharing your blueprint for how you did it, and others can emulate your success by following your path uh, out of impossible odds. It's really, really amazing when we help people do that. So I want to also share that money can come from selling your memoir. You can get speaking engagements, media interviews. You can have your book as required reading at colleges and universities, which will continually order your book every semester for dozens, maybe thousands of students. And that is a continuous stream of income generated by your book. But very importantly, it's helping you earn a return on your investment, which is yet another aspect of wanting to monetize your book, because you are investing time, energy, hope, dreams, money, time, again, lots of time, and you want to earn a good return on your investment, at least to break even, but very importantly, to profit. You deserve to be well compensated for the great contribution you're adding to the world with your book and with your knowledge. So the same goes with a fiction novel. You could The mission in that is to entertain people, but you can also be showcasing an issue that perhaps you've dealt with, and you weave a beautiful story around it, and that's educating people. I call it edutainment. Like, my first 3 novels were about being a mixed race woman, and I wrote them before it was a hot topic. It was before we had role models like Barack Obama or Tiger Woods, Mariah Carey, who talked about the topic. But for me and my sister growing up, we didn't have that. So we literally wrote ourselves into American literature by telling our stories about being mixed race children and women, because Catherine wrote a young adult series called the Veronica series. And that enables us to see ourselves reflected on the pages of books that we wrote, that other young people can now look to and say, oh, wow, they did it. Look at them. They're successful. I want to do that too. A book has so much power to inspire and even save lives. Our mother's book, we published our mother's book too. It's called The Triumph of Rosemary, a memoir by Judge Marilyn E. Atkins. And we're so proud that we are two sisters writing and publishing our mother's book and our own books. We don't know of anybody else like that, so it's pretty unique, and we're very proud of our family story as an interracial family. But again, writing enables you to tell your story your way. I'll talk more about that in a second, but get back to fiction. I wrote fiction around my real life story and my real life issues, my real life passions. And so you can do the same. Edutainment. You're educating people and entertaining them at the same time. But if you just want to go for straight up entertainment, you can do that in a novel too. Especially if you write like steamy love stories like Dark Secret, like I've written. This is about a woman who's passing for white, which again draws from my experience as a mixed race woman, and writing my master's thesis at Columbia University about it, and then having a portion of it published in the New York Times, and then being a journalist at the Detroit News covering race relations, and being on Montel talking about race. So the list goes on, and it all generates from writing. It's really powerful. My biggest claim to fame is writing Twilight with Billy D. Williams, the actor from Star Wars. This book too deals with mixed race issues. He's very passionate about the ability for us mixed race people to create human harmony in the world. And so this takes place in Brazil and Los Angeles, and really, really powerful story. But again, you have the power to take whatever your passions are, weave them into a beautiful love story or suspense novel or Western or whatever interests you, and make some magic happen on those pages for your readers. So, money is the wonderful blessing that you get when you write and sell a book. So that's the second reason you should write a book right now. It can create a new stream of income or multiple streams of income. If you use your book as a coach, it can be required reading in your curriculum, which, first of all, you can charge more money because you are now that authority. And you also can draw from the book pages as part of the content that you're teaching. Really powerful. So, also, if you're a speaker, I talked about that, but if you have a business, you can put your business book in people's hands as sort of your calling card to showcase your expertise and what sets you apart from the competition. The list is so long of all the benefits, but making more money with your book is a tremendous benefit. And that's reason number two. You should call me now. Go to americasbookcoach.com. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, and I want to help you write that powerful book in 6 months. So, the third reason you should write your book right now is that it's going to boost your confidence. Think about it. When you write a book, first of all, the sense of fulfillment of achieving this huge goal that many people dream about, think about, talk about for years, even decades, and never do. When you actually achieve that, there is no amount you can put on the feeling of, I did it. I did it. Nobody can take that away from you. You put in the time, the energy, the resources, and you have a book. Huge life accomplishment. Sadly, the coronavirus pandemic has shown us that life is precious and fleeting and unpredictable. And for nearly 800,000 Americans and millions more around the world, their dreams went with them when they passed. And so that was a wake up call to all of us to seize the moment, make it happen now. There's no time to waste. We have to make our dreams come true right now. And I'm here to help you make that happen. So, the reason a book will boost your confidence is because it forces you, whether it's a personal story, a business book, or even a novel, it forces you to look back on where you've been, evaluate where you are, and then look forward to where you want to go. And for example, when I wrote my memoir, it's a spiritual book called God's Answer is No: Lessons from a Spiritual Life. And it's KNOW, like know, believe, lessons from a spiritual life. So when I wrote this, I had to reflect back on my life, and it made me realize how much time and energy I had wasted on certain behaviors, thoughts, habits, people, situations that were no longer serving me and that I needed to release and not take forward with me in order to accomplish the very big goals that I still have set for myself. So when you write your book, it creates this tremendous transformational experience of self reflection, diving deep within you to explore where you are, where you've been, and where you want to go, and what you have to still do to get there. So for me, I had to spend a day writing out, purging all the things I wanted to release. I literally stopped writing. I sat and journaled. I wrote a different way. I journaled, I forgive myself for XYZ. And guess what? When I purged all of that out of my mind, body, and spirit, it created this new space for me to be able to welcome in new ideas, new creativity, new energy, new opportunities, and new experiences. So know that the tremendous gift that you give yourself when you write your book is confidence rooted in this self reflection, revelation, even epiphany, and action steps that are result from all of that. Okay, that's reason number three. Writing your book right now will boost your confidence in ways you never even expected. So, the fourth reason you should write your book right now is it will leave a legacy. Now, a lot of us are real busy living our lives. We're not trying to think about a legacy. But once we pass, what remains? Our story remains in the form of other people telling it. How many funerals have you been to where a long stream of people go up to the altar or the microphone and talk about the person who just passed? That's in their words, their memories, filtered through their experience. What about that person's point of view? They're not here anymore to tell it. So, writing a book is your power to tell your story your way. And your children, your grandchildren, and future generations will cherish that by reading your story in your words. You don't even have to publish it. You don't even have to get it done professionally bound. You can just write it out, type it out, even videotape it, and share your story with the world now. Um, or with your family, whatever your choice is. For many of the highly accomplished people that I've written books for, so for example, Roy Roberts, My American Success Story, Always the First, Never the Last. He was the highest ranking African American in the auto industry in the world at one point when he was the marketing director for General Motors. Um, his story is so powerful, literally rags to riches, really wise leadership, integrity, all the things you need to do to succeed. I learned so much from this book. And so it's really important that I have many more books to share with you, but these are the ones I brought. Um, really, really important that you make your wisdom immortal, because that book will last forever for people to learn from and follow in the footsteps of someone who's been there, done that, and can help you along the way. So, legacy. Legacy, Maya Angelou once told Oprah, is all the people you touch in your life. And so when you write a book, you can touch people everywhere around the world in different languages, different countries, cultures, people you'll never meet and never know how you touch them, but you will. And that's your legacy. It's bigger than you, it's bigger than life, it's huge, it's powerful, and it's amazing. It's your way to bless the world with what you know, with the stories you tell based on your life, your business, and your expertise. So, leaving a legacy is extremely important. And when you write a book, you provide it in the between the covers for everybody everywhere to read and enjoy. So, those are the 4 reasons you should write your book right now: authority, money, confidence, and legacy. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, America's Book Coach, and I really want to help you write and publish your book. Here at Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, I've gained so much knowledge and experience. I love writing. I love teaching. I've taught at major universities and colleges and conferences. And I really just want to help you get over the writer's block, the procrastination, the confusion, the overwhelm, and the fear of writing a book. 6 months, make it happen, become a published author in 2022 and rock your world. Rock the world with your book. So please go over to americasbookcoach.com. You can schedule a free discovery call with me so we can talk about how I can help you. You can also email me or leave a comment or question wherever you're watching this, and know that help is available, and her name is Elizabeth. I would love to help you. So thank you for watching, and believe, and know that you have the power to write a book, and I am here to help. So again, please go over to americasbookcoach.com, and I hope to see you soon face to face in a discovery call where I can help you write your book in 6 months. Let's do this.